So I've spoken to hundreds of doctors who are feeling stuck in medicine, and they've all been told the same thing: one career, one specialty, one income, and that's it. If you're feeling stuck or like you've got more to give or you're not making the right impact, then you're not alone, because that's exactly how I felt and why I used the portfolio pathway to build a six-figure portfolio career whilst I was a registrar, and why I help doctors do the exact same thing. Now in this video, I'm going to break down the 5 types of doctors that I see thrive with portfolio careers, the things that help them do well, the different things, non-clinical roles that they could get into, and some of the pitfalls or some of the disadvantages of those types of doctors. Now, if you are unsure whether a portfolio career is for you, there is a link below where you can take a short, simple test to see if it's something that might be of benefit to you. Stick to the end of this video and I will tell you one of the top income sources for non-clinical medicine. So I'm a doctor, a coach, a business owner, and a creative. If you are like me, you've realized that you're not really making as much impact as you could potentially be making within medicine. And so you might want to explore other options, whether clinical or non-clinical. So here are the 5 types of doctors that I see who thrive with portfolio careers. Now, the first one is the visionary. Now, the visionary is somebody who sees the problems in the system, sees the bigger picture, and can solve those problems, but just feels a bit stifled by the current system, which is usually quite outdated. And as we know, in the NHS, things can be quite outdated. If you're a visionary, you have bigger picture thinking. You thrive with autonomy, you can see problems, and you can see how you can systematically create solutions. Now, the visionary is usually better placed to go into health tech, social enterprise, global health, public health, bigger picture changing, bigger picture impact. You naturally attract followers, you're a leader, you know how to make changes. But sometimes you can get a bit stuck with ideation or execution, and imposter syndrome is a big one here. A lot of visionary people struggle with imposter syndrome, and you probably need a bit of focus to create concrete steps for how you're going to execute the visionary plan. But the visionary, like I said, does well in health tech, does well in policy changing, does well in global health, public health, also in VCs as well, because it gives you the opportunity to make larger changes with high impact and innovation. The next type of doctor who thrives in portfolio careers is who I like to call the strategist. Now, this personality type or this type of doctor usually is the person that people come to when there's a problem. How do we solve this issue? They're quite analytical, they're detail orientated, they can make workflows, they can make processes, they can make discrete systems that other people can follow long after they're gone. They thrive in stability, they love efficiency, and they love detail. They're very meticulous. And you would thrive in consulting, in digital transformation, or developing scalable services. The pitfall of this type is that you might overthink things. You might overthink before actually getting things done. You can be a bit of a perfectionist. You do things over and over again, whereas actually sometimes just doing it is the answer. This kind of doctor needs to trust their instincts a bit more. Go with your guts. Don't overthink everything, and everything doesn't have to be perfect before it gets put out. The third type is the builder. Now, this is an action-orientated doctor who just likes to get things done. Not interested very much in the theory, but they can build, they can execute, they can take an idea and make it happen. You love progress and you love seeing things almost immediately. If you're an acute specialty, this might be for you. Now, the reason why this person is good for a portfolio career is because they can take ideas very quickly into income. This sort of person can be quite commercially minded and will do well in like private practice or e-commerce or investing or anything with quick feedback where it comes to taking an idea into something monetary. This exact type of person, because they are a builder, because they take action, will probably benefit from a bit of mentoring, because you don't just want to build for the sake of building. You don't want to just run off in the wrong direction. You do need strategy, and even though theory might not be your thing, you still need to have some structure and some theory into what you're doing to avoid you from making mistakes, and so that you don't just build for the sake of building. The next type is the connector. Now, this type of doctor is empathetic. They love people, they get on with people, they know how to communicate, they like doing things in teams, and they thrive with people. You're a natural coach, mentor, facilitator. People come to you for advice. People see you as warm, and you would thrive in a portfolio career because you're a leader. You can grow communities. You can do public speaking. You can gain the attention of the room. You can empathize and you can articulate problems. And this sort of person would really do well in leadership, team building, public speaking, especially for if you're thinking of non-clinical work in terms of communicating for health tech companies. You know, the people who go and do presentations for companies when they're looking for funding and so on and so forth. You do quite well in that. Now, the challenges with the connector is that you might undervalue your soft skills. You might see it as, well, everyone has this, and so you underprice yourself or you undervalue yourself, or you get burnt out because you empathize with people so much, so you help people a lot, and actually you do need to have a bit of boundaries. So this sort of person will benefit from mentoring in terms of structure, reflection, and bringing out their strengths into the marketplace. And then the last type is the creative. You want to make something that is just yours. You have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of creativity, there's a lot of things that you want to bring out, and you're a deep thinker. There's a lot of things that you want to draw out. You like the aesthetics of things. You're motivated by authenticity. You're motivated by ethics, morals. You like things to be done properly and to be done well, but you also like to create. This kind of person thrives with a portfolio career because you get the tenets of storytelling, speaking, writing, and these are all skills that are invaluable when building a portfolio career. The creative is great for media, for education, for building online communities, because you just get it. You get the aesthetics, you have that relatability with your audience, and the social media space or the creative online digital space is booming, it's blowing up. It's projected to be worth over 5 billion in the coming years. But you might struggle with consistency. You might struggle with structure, because as creatives, sometimes you won't get creative ideas and you might feel stuck. And so you need more structure, you need more business support and strategic mentorship, because your creativity needs to be packaged in a way that is sustainable. Self-doubt and perfectionism can hurt this type of doctor too, because when it comes to bringing out your own creativity, it can feel very personal, and it can feel like a personal rejection if it isn't taken up. So those are the 5 types of doctors that thrive when it comes to portfolio careers. And hopefully that gives you some sort of insight into maybe the type that you are. If you're still unsure, you can fill out the link below and figure out whether a portfolio career might be for you. And if you want to speak about it further, if you've identified who you might be and want to speak further, book a call with me, 15 minutes, we can talk through and I can tell you which one probably fits you best. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, and fill out the form to see if a portfolio career is for you. I'm Dr. Nix, and I'll see you on the next video.